Welcome to the AJ Aspen Show, a show about my favorite things. My name is AJ, and my special guest for this episode is the Bionic Beauty, Brandi Rhodes. I hope you like it.
I'm going in to win. Brandi. I'm going in to win and coming out. Brandi. I'm talking about mayhem and anarchy and chaos. I'm talking about mayhem, anarchy and chaos. BRANDI, never gonna stop, just like high. It's your time to shine. Working hard on the grind, finally made it to the top. Everybody out here wants your spot. No one here can knock you off. You ready to roll, ready to rock. Let them haters hate on you. There's nothing that they can do. Let them hate, watch them fall. Know when you can beat them all. About your grind, about your mission, so the whole wide world can witness. Beating all the competition. Queen Brandi's in the building.
Why did you start wrestling?
Oh, wow. Just right out the gate with, like, big questions, huh? Well, first, I started wrestling long time ago, and I actually had no idea about it. I didn't know anything about wrestling. I didn't really want to wrestle. I was approached back then. It's very different now. They used to find models that were athletes, and so I don't know if you know, but I was a figure skater for 17 years, so I fit that description, and they found me and asked me, hey, do you want to wrestle? Would you want to try out? And I said, well, I haven't watched it in like a long time, because I probably hadn't watched it since I was like your age, so I said, okay, let me watch it. And I saw Rey Mysterio come out looking like a superhero. Like back then he popped up out of the stage, and I thought that was the coolest thing I ever saw. So then I was like, yeah, I think I want to do this. I want to be like him. I'm nothing like him now, huh? No, I don't pop out of the stage. I don't dress like a superhero. Maybe I should work on that. Would it be cool if I popped out of the stage?
Yeah. There's one other difference.
What?
You don't wear a lucha mask.
Well, maybe I should get on that too, because then I wouldn't have to put makeup on. And that would make my life a lot easier.
What does the NWA mean to you?
The NWA means the world to me because it means the world to my husband. And as you know, his dad was NWA champion, and that's something that he's always wanted for himself, because when he was just a little kid like you, he saw his dad as that champion. So it just kind of makes everything come full circle for the family. It's like he's living his boyhood dream, which is cool, right? Do you know what my girlhood dream was? To be an Olympic figure skater. I didn't do it. I'm a professional wrestler. That's kind of cool though, right? Still okay. I didn't like fall completely off. And not to shatter anyone's dreams, but I probably have a better living now than if I would have been a professional figure skater. So I think in my mom's eyes, I did better. And that's important, right? You like to make your mom proud, right?
Yes.
Good.
What does it mean to be part of the 70th anniversary show?
Wow, well, you know, this show did the best in sales of any of them ever. Did you know that? So, it did. So that means the pressure's on for it to be a really, really good show. So I feel like, in my part, I need to be the best. I'm just a manager today. We're managing Cody, but I need to be the best manager that I can possibly be, because a lot of people are watching. And a lot of people flew in for the show, and they paid a lot of money to get here and get a hotel and a flight or drive or whatever. So it's very important to me to make sure that they get what they deserve out of this experience. 7th anniversary, right? The last 70th anniversary thing I did, you want to know what that was?
Yes.
I used to work for an event planning company, and I helped plan the Kellogg company, their 70th anniversary event party. And they were we booked I think one of the members of Destiny's Child came and sang, and they had concerts, and people got to go to the Kellogg factory and taste the cereal and all that stuff. I helped plan that. Isn't that weird?
Yes. Who was your favorite wrestler when you were a kid?
So when I was a kid, tiny, my favorite wrestler was Coco Beware. And then when I got a little bit older and started to see, well, first of all, I'm going to ask you a question. Why do you think Coco Beware was my favorite wrestler?
Because he had birds.
Because of Frankie, absolutely. But then when I got older, my favorite wrestler became Sensational Sherry, because I was able to see that she did both. She was a really good manager, and she could wrestle. So I thought that was really cool, because there weren't many people doing that. So do you think maybe that's why I do both?
Yes.
It's all because of her.
What is your favorite Disney movie and why?
Disney movie? Oh, man. For some reason, I want to say Bambi, and I don't really know why.
Maybe it's because it was a story about little deer.
Maybe. I mean, I like animals a lot, so that would make sense. Then the other, if I have to say the other one, it would probably be Beauty and the Beast, because I just really like the Beast, and I like that story. Do you go to Disney a lot? Have you been to Disney World?
I think I did when I was a baby. No.
No? Okay. Well, if you go to Disney World, they have Belle's Castle, and you can go have dinner there. And the Beast makes a big entrance, like a wrestling entrance. He comes in, they put the music up, everybody cheers, he waves, he walks through the ballroom and goes into the study. And then you can go in the study and take pictures with him. Isn't that awesome? It's so fun. So if you ever go to Disney, you got to do that. He's really big too. It's really big.
He's 2 times your size?
Yeah.
How long have you been a wrestler?
So technically, we actually have to do some addition. Okay. So when I first started wrestling, I wrestled for about 6 months. So we'll put that in our little math column, 6 months. Then I stopped because I ring announced, and I ring announced for maybe a year after that. Then I got completely out of wrestling, the whole business, everything, for about a year. Then I came back in, trained for about another 6 months as a wrestler, then became a ring announcer again. So we got a total of 1 year, right? Then I stopped and then started wrestling again on my own. So since then, it's been about 2 years. So that means in total, 3 years, but they were broken up. So most recently, it's been 2 years. We'll say 2 years.
Because 6 months of them were you training?
Yes.
So it would approximately only be 2 years and a half.
2.5. Then if you count the first 6 months where I really didn't learn anything, I'll be honest, I didn't get it at all at first, then it would be 3 years. But let's take those 6 months out, because like I said, I didn't get it at all. I could barely run the ropes. So, so yeah, we'll say 2.5 years. That sounds good.
I can run the ropes almost perfect, except that I'm not tall enough.
Yeah, that's a problem, right? That's a problem for a lot of people who are a little bit shorter. Some of the girls complain about that too, because they're just not that tall. Sometimes the ropes hit them in the back of the head, and that hurts.
The ropes only hit me in the neck.
Yeah, it's not comfortable.
It isn't. What has been the proudest moment of your career so far?
Oof. All In, definitely. Proudest moment of my career. And I didn't even wrestle at All In, but I was most proud of that because of how the whole show was. And it was all of us working together. So every single person who was on that show really did the best that I've ever seen them do. So I was just really proud of everyone coming together, working very hard, all having fantastic matches. And, let's just be honest. Me getting in front of Cody and taking that elbow for him, I mean, that's just a love story like gone perfect, right? I mean, if you get married one day and some man is about to jump off the rope for you, I hope you have a wife and she jumps in and protects you. Because you deserve that.
Cody told me that you were a big Disney fan, so that was one of the reasons why I asked you the Disney question. And Cody said the exact same thing for proudest moment in your career.
Wow. Well, that means he knows a little something about me. That makes me happy. Most of the time when I'm talking, he's not paying attention, but at least I know that he's listening, so that's cool.
If you could pick anybody, who would be your tag team partner?
Ooh. Does it a girl or a boy? You tell me which one. Either? How about we do one girl and one boy? Okay. Girl, if I could have anyone be my tag team partner, it would be Awesome Kong. Do you know Awesome Kong? When she was with WWE, she was Karma. Do you remember Karma? Okay, that girl. I think she's the best. She's one of the first people when I ever got in a ring that helped me, like tried to help me learn some things. So I thought that was really cool because she was already a really big star and she didn't have to do that. So that was cool. Boys, I feel like right now, like today, if I had to pick somebody to tag with, it would be, actually, this is easier than I'm thinking, my best friend Flip Gordon. Because we have a tag team, we just never have tagged because we formed the tag team and then I broke my collarbone. So we never got to do any matches. But I'm told, a little birdie told me, he and I am going to get to have a tag team match very soon. So that's the one. You gotta look out for that, though. Do you think that I can do cool flips like Flip?
Maybe.
I can't. I'm just going to let him do all the flips. And then you know what I'm going to do? Push him off and get the cover myself.
Cody was talking about the countdown, and me and Cody were talking about it in the interview, so maybe that could happen at the New Year thing.
What was he talking about? The countdown?
The countdown from being the elite.
Oh, yeah. What do you think that's about?
I know that my mom told me that the first of New Year is when their contract expires. So it might be something about that.
I don't know anything.
Maybe they could be going to WWE.
I don't know anything. I don't know. I really don't know. I have some ideas. But can't speak for anybody other than me.
What advice would you give a new wrestler?
Practice a lot and don't get discouraged. Wrestling when you first start, it's really hard. There's a lot of soreness. Sometimes you have little injuries and things, but if you really enjoy it and you really like it, you got to keep at it and just keep working harder and harder to get better. That's pretty much it.
Who is your favorite superhero?
Ooh. Do you know Loki from the Marvel universe?
No.
No? Do you know Thor?
Yes.
So Thor's pesky little brother, who's always a jerk, that's Loki. And he's my favorite.
Is it because he's a pesky little jerk?
I think he's charming in some way. There's some charm to that because he really loves his brother, but he still does these terrible things, but he'll never let his brother get hurt, which is, I like that story. I think that's cool.
What is the best thing about being a wrestler?
The best thing for me is probably getting to travel everywhere and meet all these people. And every time we have an event like this where we can do a meet and greet, I get to talk to people and hear some of their little stories. Also, sometimes Pharaoh comes along. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'd be able to bring Pharaoh places if I wasn't a wrestler. So that's fun. And yeah, just being able to perform. At All In, we were doing our stuff, and I this probably will mean nothing to you because I don't think you know who this person is. But I looked over and saw John Mayer just sitting in the front row. Do you know who John Mayer is?
No.
So he's a very famous musician. When I was in high school, he was my favorite musician, like in the whole world. All his songs, I know them, or from that generation at least. And to see him sitting in the front row was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. He had entertained me for so many years, and then I got to kind of return the favor, which is super cool, right? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite celebrity in the whole world?
I don't know.
You don't know? Who's your favorite wrestler?
Cody Rhodes.
Really? Or are you just saying that?
Yes. I'm not just saying it.
Yes, okay. I believe you. I believe you. Cody's awesome. So imagine if maybe like 15 years from now, you are performing in a big match and you look over and you see Cody sitting in the front row. Would that be like super exciting?
Yes.
So that's kind of how I felt with that.
I really wanted to meet Pharaoh at StarCast, but I wasn't able to.
No, you're like the only person who didn't meet Pharaoh. Did you see how many pictures people were taking with him?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, if you look up Pharaoh like on Twitter, everybody took pictures with Pharaoh. So I'm shocked that you didn't get a chance to take a picture with Pharaoh.
I saw someone walk Pharaoh across the podcast row, and I saw him walking.
Yeah. Yeah, but you never... Well, I'll tell you, let me tell you some secrets about Pharaoh, okay? Pharaoh is stinky. He's a stinky dog. Like, he gets a bath like once a week, which is more than most dogs do. And then every time I come home, he's still stinky. So I don't know what happens. I don't know if him and the babysitter go roll in the mud when I'm not around or what. But that dog, he smelled very nice for All In, but he's a stinky boy. Just stinky. He also talks. He tries to talk. He'll talk like to me when I go to let him outside. He'll say a whole bunch of stuff in his language. I have no idea what he's trying to say.
It's like, arf, 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 arf.
Yeah, exactly like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. Go outside.
Maybe he was saying, thank you, fine human.
No, well, I would love if that was what he was saying. I kind of think he's bossing me around, like saying, hurry up. Open the door, lady.
I don't know if Pharaoh knows genders.
Maybe, no, he might not. He might not know that I'm a lady. He might just think I'm human. Yeah. Do you have a dog?
No, but I have a turtle.
A turtle? What's his name?
It is a his, but we call her because we just found out that was a boy.
Oh, no. I had that happen with a guinea pig once. I thought it was a girl, and then it ended up being a boy.
For like 2 years, we thought it was a girl, and then it ended up to be a boy.
That happens. That happens a lot.
And her name is Squirtle.
Squirtle? Squirtle. Squirtle the turtle.
Yeah. Named after the Pokemon.
Okay, I don't know anything about Pokemon. That makes more sense now.
Can you teach me how to floss?
Oh, gosh. You don't know how to do it?
I got the first part and then switching the sides.
Yeah, it's not that easy. You want to try it?
Sure.
Okay, let's try it. I only learned how to do it 2 days ago, so I might not remember how to do it. All right, let's try this. Okay. Plus, I didn't do it in heels, so that might be different. I think scorpion. Yep. So we do this part, then we switch, then we do this part. So it's like a windshield wiper right in front of your body. You almost got it. You're close. You're close. I started messing it up too now. Yeah, you just gotta swing your hips. I think, right? Yeah, there we go. You got it. I lose it. I can do it like 3 times and then boom. Then it gets messed up.
That's the end. Thanks
That's
for the
it.
interview.
High five, handshake. You know how they do it in Japan?
Nope.
They go like this. You hit, and then boom.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the AJ Gassam Show. I would like to thank Brandi Rhodes for being my special guest. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.